Hi there, in this video I'm going to do a review on Canva. This is a graphic design platform that I've been using for a while now, and I find it very useful. I also have Photoshop, but I like Canva because it's nice and easy and quick to use. I'm going to show you what I mean in a second. So this is great for graphic design. It has thousands of templates that you can choose from, obviously free and paid using subscription, but there's many free ones to choose from. And the good thing is it has the exact dimensions for social media, things like thumbnails for YouTube. So you want the exact dimensions, otherwise you have to crop it and all different things. So Canva does that for you. You don't have to faff around with putting in dimensions. So it's great for social media content. It also does video editing. I haven't actually looked into that myself, but I know it does that. It's good for presentation and marketing as well. So flyers, brochures, posters, business cards and logos, it can do all of those things. So that's also impressive. I have created some logos before with this, and it's okay. It also does one-page websites. You can design with it. Documents and reports you can do with this. It has print services as well. So you've designed your picture, and Canva can actually print your designs as posters, business cards, t-shirts, and even more, and it actually delivers it to the location, so you can pay for them to actually print and deliver it to you. So that's quite a nice feature as well. So it does many different other things as well, but we're gonna have a quick look right now and dive straight in. I'm gonna give you the pros and cons here from my perspective. I'm not using any script, or I'm not being paid or anything like that. I'm just doing this, winging it, so to speak. So we're in the program. This is what you get. You've got your recent designs here, and also on the side you can go into create a design, or at the top here you can go to search. And I like the search bar because the good thing is, you can type in, say, YouTube thumbnail, like this, YouTube thumbnail, and it will come up straight away, YouTube thumbnail here. And as you can see, it has the exact dimensions for the thumbnail, so I don't have to go and put that in myself. So I really like that, nice and easy. It comes up here straight away with YouTube thumbnail templates, and there's many to choose from. You can select up here to narrow your search down, and also use the filters as well, which is also very useful. If we scroll down a little bit here, we can take a look at what we're gonna use. This one here, for example, it's very nice, but it has the crown there, so that's the pro version only. You have to subscribe to it, so any with that you can't use unless you pay. But that's not a problem, because there is quite a lot here that we can choose from. As you can see, there's many we can go ahead and choose from. So let's try, let's find one here. Yep, let's try this one here. Okay, nice and simple. Click on that. It gives you a little preview of what the design will look like. Press on customize this template, and it will put this on the canvas like this for you. Now everything on here is editable, and if you hover over it, obviously it highlights it. So I can change this here where it says top 5. All you have to do is just double click it, highlights it, and change it to something else, maybe top 10, like that. Nice and easy, just click in a space and it's done. So when you click on this, you can resize it as well using these little dots here, like that. Just easily resize it, and also bring it in like this if you want to. So it's very easy to edit. You can rotate it. There's a little rotate button. It's very easy to do. Reset that again. There we are. And duplicating it is really easy too. So when you press on anything, like even the picture here, it has a duplicate button at the top here. You press on that, and you can easily duplicate something. I find that very easy to use. And we get rid of that. Okay, so now let's take a look at changing the background. So you can just click on the background, press the delete key, and it will delete it. And then we can go ahead to photos here on the side, clicking on that, and then at the top we can search for backgrounds, and you can see I've already done it here on the recents. So click on that, and again, just like before with the templates, you've got the crown here. So these ones you can't use unless you pay subscription, but if you scroll down you can find some free ones here that you can use. But I'll use this one right at the top here, this blue one, and we'll click on that. As you can see, that puts it in right here. Now to make this into the background, you can simply right click it and go to set image as backgrounds, and it will do that for us right now. So as you can see, it's done that nicely, very quick, very easy. So I really like that. Now I'll show you how you can change this photo right here that's in this circle. Now with Photoshop it will be a little bit tricky to do, especially for beginners, but I'm going to show you how easy it is with Canva. So first of all, we're going to go to the photos here on the side, and you can search for your photo. I've got mine already here, so I'm going to use this picture here of this woman. Click on the picture, then click on the image and drag it over the circle like this. And as I start to drag it over, you can see it starts to go into the circle, and I can just let go of the mouse button and it will place it in the circle there and replace the other image I had there. So it's really quick and easy to do. But as you can see, it's not perfect, so I'm going to have to do some editing here because it's a little bit offset. So but that's easy to do. I could just click on the image and use the arrow keys on your keyboard and just nudge it a little bit, pressing the down arrow and up arrow a little bit, and just get the positioning just right there, and then pressing a space. So it's really easy to do to get that picture in that circle right there. Now, just like with Photoshop, Canva has layers which you can access by going to the position button at the top here. And if I press on that and then press on the layers tab at the top here, you can see everything you have on this page. I'll put this butterfly right here. As you can see, it's behind the text right here. So let's see, I want to bring that in front of the text. So you can basically just click on the image here, or you can press on it here, and all you have to do, you see these dots here, you could just drag it above the text like this. So I'm going to drag it right to the top here, and it creates like a little line there, as you can see behind it. Just drop it there. If I can just do it, it should just drop right here. It takes a little bit of doing, but there you go. And you can see it's now in front of the text, and I can position that wherever I like. So that's how you use layers there. So it's nice and easy to use. I think you'll find if you're coming from Photoshop to Canva. Now if I want to save this, all you have to do is go up to share right at the top right hand corner, press on that, and then click on download. Now here you need to select your file type. You may want JPEG or the PNG, which is by default. There's various other options as well. Just click on the one you want. Now size and the other options here are for paid members only, so you'd have to subscribe for that. Just press on download when you're ready, and that will begin to download to your computer. We'll just wait for that. Then in the box here, you select where you want to put the file, usually the downloads folder by default. Enter the file name right here. I'll just put my banner and then press save. Okay, so now let's take a look at the apps. Click on the apps on the left hand side and it will come up with the discover page, and you can scroll down here and it will show you what's featured, what's trending, and all the apps will be listed right there. You can scroll through loads of them. You can also search for an app, but we're going to go to your apps here, and these are the ones I've actually used. So I've got mockup, so this is a pretty good one. Let's click on that, and as you can see we have many different mockups to choose from. It makes it nice and easy. Let's try the laptop, so I'll put that on the canvas there, and just like before with the photo I did of the girl here, all you have to do is just drag a photo over this and it will place it into the laptop screen just like it shows here. Let's have a look at some of the other ones as well. Let's try like image generator. This magic media one, as you can see here, we could create many different things like anime. So let's try anime man in the city walking. Nice and simple. Press enter and let's see what that can create for us. So as you can see, it started to generate what I asked for. It gives you a set of 4 images here, and you could click on any of those 4 images, or you can go ahead and create another prompt again. So I quite like this one here, so I'm going to put that into my canvas right now. So you just click on it, and as you can see, it places it there for us, and you can move it around, do whatever you like with it. So it's nice and easy. And obviously you've got credits down here. I've got one of 26 credits, and if you upgrade you can get more of them. So that's one of them. There are many other image generators as well in the apps section, so it's worth checking that out. The other thing that makes Canva powerful is the ability to use AI to create text for you. So if you go to the text option here on the left hand side, go to Magic Write, and in the prompt box you need to enter what you want the AI to create. So I'll put write me a short story, for for an example. Now doing this will use a credit, and you get it says 43 credits I've got here. You can press upgrade for more if you want some more credits to generate text. So we've done this, so I'm going to put generate, and it will begin to create the text for me. As you can see, it's right in the short story. When I'm ready to insert that into my canvas, press insert, and it will place it there. So now I can go ahead and change the styles and fonts and things. You can do that up the top here, as you can see, loads of fonts on the side. You can go ahead and edit the text, change it around, do whatever you like. So it's a very powerful tool. Okay, so let's say now I want to go ahead and print my document or print my picture. This is where it gets a little bit disappointing, because with other programs you can just go to file print and you can go ahead and select your printer. But with Canva, you go to share at the top here. There is a print option, but it's print with Canva, and that means that they'll print your picture or your document and send it to you for a cost. Now that's not really what I want. I want to print to my own printer. So the only way to do this is to go to the download button here, and you're going to have to select file type and go to PDF print. So you can't literally directly print using the program straight to your printer. You have to download it as a PDF file first. So let's go ahead and do that, and we'll wait for it to download. And again, like before, you need to select where you want to place this file. I'll put it in the downloads folder. Okay, so now it's in the downloads folder. You need to go into that folder and then double click on the file to open up the PDF documents, and then you need to go up the top here to print like this, and it opens up the print dialog box. And then from there you can go ahead and select your printer, how many copies, portrait, landscape, and various other options as well there. And if you press on the more settings text here, it will come up with option of A4 paper and various other sizes there as well. You can then go ahead and print. So as you can see, that is a little bit difficult for some people. You would expect to just press one button and maybe select a few options like your printer, but with this you have to go through quite a few different steps to get to it. So that is a bit disappointing, I think, with Canva, and that's something I think they should make a little bit better. Okay, so that was a look at Canva. So now we're going to compare Canva free to the subscription plans. So with Canva free, as we know, we get loads of templates, loads of stock photos. There's plenty there. It's a good choice. It allows you to download your designs, which some programs don't allow you to do that unless you pay. It gives you 5 gigabytes of cloud storage. It's very good for a free option. It allows you to do a lot of designs. It's good enough for what I need. But if you do want more, you can upgrade to Canva Pro, and it's £13 a month, and this is for one person. And obviously those photos that have the crown on, they'll all be unlocked. You get unlimited premium templates as well, over 100 million plus photos, videos, graphics and audio. You get 1 terabyte of cloud storage, and obviously as well you get the AI options that are unlocked, which can be handy. They are really good and very useful, like removing backgrounds in a click. Though to be realistic, if you can actually get some of these AI like background removal, you can get those on websites if you look around for free, so it's worth noting that, as well as getting images for free as well. So that's good. So this is obviously the monthly plan. If there's more people, you can use Canva Teams as well. If we press on yearly, we can see what it costs per year. So Canva Pro would cost you £100 a year for one person. So it's entirely up to you. You can easily do the free trial. You can try it out, see if you like it, and cancel anytime as well. When you pay, you can cancel anytime as well. It's quite easy to do, so you're not tied down or anything. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch this review and short tutorial on how to use the program. I hope you found it useful. Do leave a comment, say if you've used it, if you like it, etc. And don't forget to subscribe, share the video if you found it useful. It's very much appreciated. Well, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.